Hello guys, welcome back. So today's video we're going to be planting up all of the pots along the pergola. We have about 6 different pots that we're going to be finishing, maybe 8 because I might do my hanging baskets as well. But some of them are already like somewhat done but just need some refreshing or changing out of things because it just didn't work out. So let me show you what we're working with. Okay, so I'm going to be changing out these pots from the pansies. They've been in here since the fall, and I really want to get my petunias in there. It did inspire me to do white petunias, though. So I have white wave petunias. I'm going to do 3 in each pot. And then we're also going to do this. We're going to do this verbena, and I have propagated some of these that are already sitting in the pots. So I have 2 of these plants, and they just grow so well and root so well, if you can tell. See those little bumps on there? Those all turn into roots, so they propagate so easily. So that's going to go in those pots. We're going to do a verbena or 2, and then 3 of the wave petunias. I'm going to take these pansies out and try to put them in the landscape to see if I can get them to just live, because they're absolutely gorgeous. Because I have pansies from the fall, and then I also have in here violas that I grew from seed that just turned out, oh my gosh, so beautiful. As well, I've already taken a couple out and put them in my vegetable garden. So if you can tell, there's a couple in there as well. Now the other pots we have to do are these pots, and all we're doing is finishing these off. So we have verbena in here, and then we have petunias that I grew from seed and a canna lily. So right now we have 2 of the petunias. Actually, let me show you this one. So this one is finally open. Look how beautiful this is. I grew this from seed. This is called Raspberry Ice Grand Opera or Opera Supreme. I can't remember what it's called. Petunia, raspberry ice, and I'm in love, you guys. So I think I have 4 of these. So there's 2 in each pot that are growing very oh my gosh, I can't say the word. Very vigorously, and I think those are the ones, the Opera Supreme. Then we also have, okay, let me see if I can find it. Then we have this plant that's not growing as vigorously, and then same with this one. And we have 2 in each pot that aren't growing as vigorously. So I grew coral wave petunias and the Opera Supreme raspberry ice petunias from seed. I had 10 of each, about, let's see how many made it, 8 total made it. No, when you grow things from seed, honestly, that's way cheaper than buying wave petunias, except for these white ones. But you can't get specialty varieties for like super cheap. I actually got these white petunias, the wave ones, from Lidl for $3.99 for 6, which is insane. So if you have a Lidl in your area, definitely check for wave petunias. What I'm trying to say is I'm thinking the growth habit is different for the wave than the Opera Supreme. So I'm going to take out the ones that aren't growing as well, which will leave 2 of the Opera Supreme per pot. We'll have the verbena, we'll have the canna lily, and then I'm also going to put sweet potato vine. Do you see this sweet potato vine right there? I have 1 for each pot. So I think that should be fine. And the 2 that I take out from each pot that aren't growing as vigorously, I think I'm going to put in hanging pots here, because I think, we'll see, they're the coral ones. And if that is the case, I would be so happy. Even if they were raspberry ice, I would be thrilled. I don't really care what color they are. I just want them to do well. And right now I feel like the raspberry ice is like overpowering those ones. So they need their own space. Then we have these 2 pots, which currently have petunias I grew from seed and canna lilies in them. You can kind of see the canna lily if I get close. And all these petunias from seed. Well, these pots don't get sun until later in the day, so they just don't have enough sun for the petunias. So I'm going to move these into the landscape. And then we're going to have canna lilies and this, and I can't wait, okay? So also, I think there was at least, I thought there was Creeping Jenny in here, but we'll see if we can find it. If not, I might take some from the front yard. Oh yeah, or, because, okay, I also have this sweet potato vine that I'm going to put in these pots. one of each. It's a really cool variegated variety. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. There's 3 plants, so I don't know what I'll do with the 4th or the 3rd. Maybe I'll put one of these and one of those in the hanging baskets and just have them a little mismatched. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take out the petunias, leave the canna lilies in each because I think it's gonna be beautiful with canna lilies in all 4 of these pots. Then we're gonna put a dragonwing begonia. Oh my god, I can't get over this beautiful coral color. And then we're gonna put a New Guinea impatient. Oh, these need to be watered, I guess. In each, and I just can't get over the variegation. I got both of these, actually all of these plants I got from the Piedmont Plant and Flower Festival at the Greenville State Farmers Market, and I just can't get over how amazing they were. Let's start with these pots and then we'll move on to like these and all that kind of stuff.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
I remembered I had this Wandering Jew, so we're gonna put this over here.
It's all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Wow, these just turned out so good, you guys. Okay, so this is the one that looks the best because it has the most creeping Jenny right now. But we have Dragonwing Begonia, which is just beautiful. Impatiens, the canna, and then the 2 spillers, which I think will just do so well right here, and it should just fill in so nice. And the cannas will get nice and tall. And then here's this one I need to clean up because we got dirt everywhere, but wow, so pretty. Now it's time to do the large pots in the front here. First things first, we need to take out the 2 small petunias, and then all we're doing is putting the sweet potato vine in, so that'll be really quick and easy.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Alrighty, I think these are gonna be incredible once the color fills in and the sweet potato vine drapes and this verbena drapes. Like, you can already see it starting to trail, has so many buds. It will be covered with these, and then you'll have the beautiful raspberry ice with that, and then the cannas for the amazing foliage, and the Opera Supreme will fill in so much. You can already see this is one plant here and then one plant here. This is the biggest one so far and the one that's the most ahead and most blooming so far. The sweet potato vine gets huge. I believe the verbena will get ginormous, and this will just be, I literally can't wait. Same thing over here. This one for some reason looks a little more sad. I don't know why, but it will be fine, and they'll catch up to each other. Honestly, I need a little bit more soil right there. I'm gonna probably go grab some. Next thing, this is the saddest one, is ripping these out, but we're gonna have a very, very similar look throughout the summer with the wave petunias, because here's how the wave petunias look. It'll be a mass of white color, and then here are my little cuttings of the verbena. So I have multiple in each one. This one even still has a bloom on it. I did try to cut off a lot of the foliage, and so we'll probably have two of those and then 3 of these. These are gonna be packed with color. It's gonna be so good.
Finding life along the
So here we are. It always looks so sad and puny when you pull out like a really full planter. It did this for me when I pulled out summer and put spring in, or fall last year. But they will fill in so quickly. Like in a week or two, they will have so many more blooms and just be absolutely gorgeous. So we have 3 petunias. So we have 1, 2, 3. I kind of did a straight on and then 2 on the sides. We have the verbena, which is the same as this that I propagated, and then we have the sweet potato vine to trail over that way and then over that way. Here I did a sweet potato vine up there. I did like the neon classic one. And honestly, it was too much. It was too much. And it wasn't like a branching variety like this, I guess. I got it at a garden center and it just was very straight, no matter how much I cut it. And I just didn't like it. So I really didn't think I would do it again. But I saw this and I was just like, I have to try it. So don't be afraid to cut your sweet potato vine if you don't like how big and ginormous it gets. Same with your petunias. Your petunias actually will do better throughout the season if you cut on them. Like if you cut once or twice throughout the season, they'll bounce back amazing. Again, it's like that 1 to 2 week period where it's gonna look horrible, but they'll look way better. So I'm gonna do the hanging baskets. I still need to change the bracket. I need to change the brackets from here to over here because we now have this shade. We got it last year, but I had already done the hanging basket bracket. So I just left it and I would have to take them down every single time we rolled down the shade, and I'm not doing that again this year. So I'm gonna put them on the outside this year, and I have to run drip to them as well. But today I think I'm just gonna get them planted and hung up, and then we will do that maybe tomorrow or another day. It's not raining. It's starting to drizzle right now, so hopefully we don't get a rainstorm. Let's pot these up. So I literally have 2 hanging baskets that I got last year at Lowe's. Even if you just want a hanging basket plus some annuals, Lowe's always for Mother's Day has like 2 for $16 hanging baskets. I know Aldi has hanging baskets for like $8.99, I think it is. So these are super cheap. I used them last year. They come with the hangers, everything. I was gonna get these super cute ones from Sam's. I'll put them on the screen. They're so cute. But I was like, you know what? By the end of the season, you can't even really see the basket anyway. So it doesn't matter, and these are free. So let's do these. I'm gonna use some potting soil. And you could buy hanging baskets too if you want. But I like making my own stuff, you know? So what we're gonna do is 2, wow, full stick, cool. Love when that happens. We're gonna do 2 of these that we pulled out of that pot. Take the verbena out that we're gonna plant out. And one of them looks different than the rest. So I think we might have 3 of the Opera Supreme and 1, might be the coral, and that's the only one I got from that one. I don't really know, because these all look like, these 3 look like the same growth habit and this one doesn't as much, but it could just be that it's smaller. I don't really know, but we're gonna put 2 in each, call it a day. And then we're also gonna put the sweet potato vine. Actually, I need to grab that. So one of them is gonna have the neon one, which is probably gonna be the one that's closest to the actual cutting garden. And then one's gonna be the other one that's closer to the vegetable garden. Cause I just really want the like super neon one, the one that I see the most, I guess, if that makes sense. So we're gonna put 1 in each. Start with that. Make sure to just cover it up, push it into the soil. That's a weed, cool. Cover it up with all the soil. Can you even see what I'm doing? You can't. Cool, guys, cool. Didn't realize that. Okay, so I have 1 in each. So I have a sweet potato vine in each one. We have 1 here. I'm gonna do like a bigger one in each and a smaller one in each, just to give them a chance to grow, the small ones. And we'll put 1 on each side basically in the sweet potato vine. And that's it. It's super easy. They're gonna look like nothing right now because nothing's blooming. But like I said, in a few weeks or next week even, it'll look fantastic, especially because we have warm temps coming up. Now we'll get drip run to these soon, but we have rain on the forecast, so it doesn't even matter right now. Okay, this is what I mean by a bigger one. Look at this clump. That looks like crap right now. Okay, let's take this verbena. We gotta put that in the ground. These just like snap on too. They're so easy. Oh, that one's broken. I have another one in the garage. Go grab that. Ta-da. Those look so funny hanging up. I also need to take some wipes or something to the outsides of them because they have dirt all over them. But like, they look so sad. They will look so much better here soon. But like, wowza. That's like part of the thing of growing your own stuff from seed is like, it takes forever for it to actually look good, you know? Okay. Now I have to plant out all of the things that we pulled up, which is like 20 plants or something. We're gonna try to do this super freaking quick because I have other like actual plants I want to plant in the garden, and not these aren't natural plants, but like these are the byproducts of me redoing pots. Can I just say though, the pergola area and the fact that I have 8 pots is a little psychotic maybe, but I love it, so that's good. Wow, it's gonna look so good, especially once I get the brackets moved. Alrighty, I decided to put a verbena plant in here. It's right there, the propagated one. That's a verbena plant that overwintered last year. Then I put a bunch of the petunias in here. I figured try it out in here, see how it does. This elephant ear gets legit massive, like massive. So some of the petunias won't work, but some of them might do okay. I figured why not? I have a whole other pot of petunias that I started from seed. So no harm, no foul. To me, it's like literally a 25-cent packet. So it's like no money. They look really sad right now, but it is what it is. I also put Wandering Jew over here because my thought process is these petunias can bloom for a few months till this gets ginormous. The Wandering Jew can take over and get shade while that gets ginormous, and then be kind of like a ground cover over here. We'll see if it works. I don't know, because I've just struggled figuring out something to plant under this because it is so big when it gets big, but then it takes a while, you know, like it's May, and a lot of the other stuff in the garden is really filling in, you know, but this just, it takes a long time to get the size that it gets, understandably. So we'll see.
We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to
Okay, so we have stuff scattered throughout. Pansies, viola. Pansies look the worst because of just how they were smushed in there. So we have pansies, 4 of the white pansies. That one was way smaller than the others. And then we have a few violas scattered around. This area gets like shade and then part sun. Like I would say it gets a little bit of sun throughout here, so they'll do fine right now. They'll kind of probably limp along as far as blooms go. They won't get as much sun as they were getting, but they'll do fine, and then hopefully they will survive through the winter or through the summer so that they come back for us, but we'll see. But anyway, you guys, that is it for this video. That was probably really long, so productive. I can't believe we got all those pots done, like so much stuff done. I have so much to plant out, so I might keep planting and just start another video because wowza, I have a lot to plant. But so happy I got those pots done because that's been like really weighing on me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. Bye guys.